Надеюсь, оно не будет вонять.
Ukrainian strike drones attacked the Novokuybyshevsk oil refinery in the city of Novokuybyshevsk, Samara region, Russia. The attack took place on the night of October 18th to 19th. As a result of the strike, a massive fire broke out at the refinery, caused by the ignition of oil. This is the fifth attack on the plant overall and the fourth in 2025. It is worth noting that the Novokuybyshevsk Petrochemical Company is among the top 5 producers of gas processing, petrochemical, and organic synthesis products in Russia and Eastern Europe. The processing capacity exceeds 1 million tons of raw materials per year, and the product range includes more than 30 to 50 items, such as liquefied gases, benzene, phenol, acetone, alpha-methylstyrene, and olefins. Additionally, the Novokuybyshevsk Petrochemical Company is the only manufacturer in Russia of synthetic ethanol and para-tert butylphenol, a unique product for Russia and the CIS countries. In 2016, the plant's capacity allowed it to process 1.2 million tons of raw materials and produce 1.1 million tons of products. The Novokuybyshevsk Petrochemical Company is located approximately 900 kilometers from the state border of Ukraine. In 2024, the refinery processed 5.74 million tons of oil, producing 1.10 million tons of gasoline, 1.64 million tons of diesel fuel, and 1.27 million tons of jet fuel tons of fuel oil, according to industry sources. On the night of June 14, drones had already attacked this oil refinery, causing a fire on the premises of the facility. Chief of Ukrainian Defense Intelligence Kirill Budanov. These strikes on Russian oil refineries have had a greater impact than the sanctions did. That's a mathematical fact.
Ivan Yeshov, this had a greater impact than the effect of sanctions. It's just a mathematical truth. We caused much more direct damage to the profits of the Russian Federation than any economic leverage imposed on them up to this time.
This is also an unpleasant truth because it leads us to the next conclusion that obviously it is not enough. I mean, the sanctions pressure.
It is insufficient, and if it continues as it is, it will not have the impact to, I repeat my thesis, change the worldview of the Russian Federation, but in combination with what we are doing, it will yield results, and it already is, as you said.
A Ukrainian MiG-29, using GBU-62 guided bombs, destroyed a building housing Russian infantry. It is a humiliating fact for the Russian army that the Ukrainian Air Force continues to operate freely, striking targets deep inside Russian-held territory with precision and confidence. Despite Moscow's boasts about its air defense superiority, Ukrainian jets and drones now fly missions that were once unthinkable, hitting airfields, oil depots, and command centers hundreds of kilometers beyond the front line. Each successful strike exposes the weakness of Russia's supposedly impenetrable defenses and shows that after nearly 3 years of war, Ukraine still holds the initiative in the skies. FPV drone operators of the 19th Army Corps have destroyed a Russian T-72B3 tank equipped with anti-drone dread cages on the Eastern Front. The widespread use of cope cages on Russian tanks is making it harder for Ukrainian drones to destroy them with a single strike. These improvised metal shields often deflect or absorb the first impact, forcing Ukrainian operators to use multiple drones to achieve the same effect. While the cages don't make the tanks invincible, they significantly increase the cost and complexity of each attack, pushing Ukraine to adapt its tactics and produce larger numbers of more powerful drones. Ukrainian ambush drone hit Russian vehicle after enemy failed attempt to shoot it down.
Yeah. Дон, бери пушку!
Businesses in Russia's Belgorod region are shutting down due to constant air raid alerts, a local resident said in a call intercepted by Ukrainian intelligence, adding she spent 70% of her time sheltering on the ground floor instead of working.
Yesterday I came to work. I don't know why we worked until the end of the day, but we stood with the machines shooting. All this is audible, that we ran back from the shelter. It gets quiet again. Well, I spent 70% of the time on the ground floor rather than at work. I see some people are closing up, some are not. I think no way. He attacks, takes aim, the airport in Rio. I, of course, don't believe that the fighters are standing and still won't hit Rio, but who knows? Yes, we have people with guns here shooting so frighteningly, and you can hear it. They're everywhere, actually.
An impressive and, to be honest, terrifying video. Over 16,000 drones flew up in the sky in China, setting a new Guinness record. Just like last year, one computer was used to manage the whole show. The system tracked each drone in real time. Just imagine this type of attack on any military. How are you going to defend against this? Synchronized drone swarms are emerging as one of the most terrifying weapons of the future. Operating in coordinated patterns, dozens or even hundreds of drones can overwhelm defenses, strike multiple targets simultaneously, and adapt in real time to countermeasures. This ability to act as a single, intelligent unit makes them incredibly hard to stop, turning even heavily fortified positions into vulnerable targets and signaling a dramatic shift in how wars may be fought in the years ahead. The United States Army destroyed a drug-carrying submarine en route to the mainland. President Donald Trump shared the footage on the social media platform Truth. There were 4 drug traffickers on board. 2 were killed and 2 were rescued. They are expected to be deported to their countries of origin to face charges. The published videos capture a drone pursuing the submarine, followed by a strike. The weapon used has not been officially identified. It may have been a Hellfire precision-guided missile or a laser-guided bomb. On October 3rd, it was reported that the U.S. had already destroyed 4 drug-carrying vessels in the Caribbean region. The administration explains these actions as part of a new hardline strategy to combat cartels and smugglers. Drug cartels are now officially classified as terrorist organizations. Critics warn of serious legal and ethical issues, and outlets such as the Wall Street Journal are demanding clear written justification for the operations from the Pentagon. Washington insists that the operations are conducted strictly in international waters and are aimed at criminal groups that supply drugs to poison the American people. On September 27th, NBC News reported that the U.S. is considering airstrikes against drug cartels on Venezuelan territory. Several sources also claim plans to deploy 10 F-35 fighters to Puerto Rico as part of the operation against the cartels.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.